Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And I have a post right here that I found in social media in world in last 24 hours. And it happened in October 3rd. And it happened in Morocco. The caption says, Morocco's Generation C uprising. Youth demanded hospitals over stadiums amid daily clashes and widespread arrest. So it has different slots of uproars of the people of Morocco. And the last slot says, where Generation C protests are rocking in the world. Countries where large-scale youth-led protests have taken place in 2024 and 2025. And you have Peru, Morocco, Serbia, Nepal, Philippines, Bangladesh, Kenya, Madagascar, Indonesia, Timor-Leste. And in the bottom says, youth-led protests in Morocco have intensified over the past week, with demonstrators demanding significant reforms in healthcare, education, and employment. So pretty much, the government is not really caring for the citizens of Morocco because they're demanding for better healthcare, education, and employment. The movement known as Generation Z 212 has spread across at least a dozen cities, including Rabat, Casablanca, and Agadir. Protests erupt following the deaths of 8 women during childbirth at a public hospital in Agadir, highlighting severe deficiency in the healthcare system. Demonstrators have chanted slogans such as "Healthcare first, we don't want the World Cup," because the World Cup is about to come up, criticizing the government prioritization of sports and infrastructures over essential public service. The protests have escalated into violent confrontations with security force, resulting in over 350 injuries and more than 1,000 arrests nationwide. In the town of Lequilia, 2 protesters were killed during clashes with police after attempting to storm a security facility. The Moroccan Association for Human Rights reported that a significant portion of those detained are minors, reflecting the widespread involvement of youth in the unrest. Damn. And these are signs and wonders from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we could bring out, it's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1, and reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the sign pass which I have told thee before, and this is a sign. These are signs that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is showing not only in one place, but worldwide. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Who is the highest? That's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he's beginning to visit the world that he made. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people. Oh, it's locked for that. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and there's been earthquakes in multiple places around the world, and also uproars, just like it showed in the slot. And right here, go back. Uproars in different places around the world, protest. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. The Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he's showing us the signs and wonders that he is coming to visit the world. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and ending and effects and signs. And like if you go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, it reads, "To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven." So that for everything there's a season and a time on every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And right now, what is that time to pluck up? That is pretty much the kingdom of Esau Edom, United States, also known as spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, and spiritual Sodom. Why? Because if you go back to 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 6, it says, "For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." And what's the end of? Well, we go to 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, "For Esau, so-called white man, is the end of the world," so his kingdom is about to end, "and Jacob, who are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American, is the beginning of it that follow it." So when the kingdom of Esau Edom ends, the next kingdom will be the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are going to be ruling it with Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. If we go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 27, it reads, "And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him." So pretty much who are the saints of the Most High? Well, we bring it again. Book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. "He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Adonai Yahweh Hashem Yahushai." So the ending, why everything's going on around the world of earthquakes and uproars, is because these are signs that the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is visiting the world that he made, and he's about to send his son Yahweh Shai to come and redeem his people, who are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are going to be the hopeful elect, 144,000 man. And he's also going to come here to judge this nation and all these other nations, all these other nations around the world. And he's going to transfer the kingdom to Esau Edom, to Jacob, like it says in 2nd Esdras. Where is it? 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So once the kingdom of Esau Edom ends, then Jacob's kingdom will be next, and it's gonna endure forever and ever, like I said in the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. "And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints." Who are the saints? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So they're going to be serving and obeying the Israelites, and also Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash, Shalom.